Hi, this is Michael, and this is a look at the Terence TS01 portable electronic piano. This is best described as a piano for a beginning student, and as such, I think it fulfills that role pretty well. It's a very reasonably priced electronic piano, and it does have a myriad of functions that I'll discuss briefly. First of all, here is everything that you get with the keyboard. This is an AC adapter. Another great feature of this, though, is it does have an internal battery, so it can be operated that way as well. They give you a 3.5mm male-to-male cable, and you could use this for connecting the keyboard to an external speaker. They also give you a pair of earbuds, and you can use this for listening to the keyboard while you're practicing instead of using the internal speakers. There's also an additional jack on the back for a 1/4-inch output for headphones. I'll show you that in just a moment. 2 USB cables are included, one with a USB-C and the other with a micro USB, and then they give you some numbered stickers here. You can stick those to the keyboard, and this will help the beginning student as far as fingering, and you don't have to use those, of course, but they are there if you choose to. On the bottom left hand corner, this is the headphone jack that you would connect your earbuds into, or any other headphones that have a 3.5mm plug. And then let me spin this around and show you the back of the keyboard. This is where the rest of the ports are located. This is an auxiliary out, so if you did want to connect this to a speaker, you could use this port. This is your USB port, and this is useful for connecting to a MIDI interface as well. Then you can connect a sustain pedal. This is a 1/4-inch output. A pedal is not included with the keyboard, but you can always add one on if you wish. This is also the headphone output, the other one, the 1/4-inch headphone output, and then this is your AC adapter plugs into this port right here. And the keyboard also comes with a music stand, which simply inserts into the slots there like that, and you can just take that off very easily if you don't wish to use it. It also comes with a very nice quality nylon zippered carry case. It does have handles, and this is a great way to transport the keyboard. Up here we have the on-off button. Next to that is a multifunction button. Then you do have 2 buttons to decrease or increase the volume. These buttons do get louder as you're increasing the volume. The beep that this gives will become louder. Let me turn the keyboard on to demonstrate that. Now when it stops beeping, that means you've reached the maximum, and when you're decreasing, same thing happens, so we've reduced the volume all the way. This is a 66 key keyboard with velocity sensitive keys. So that's nice. And as far as the action, let's keep in mind that this is a beginner keyboard, but it actually does have some resistance when you're pressing. It's not a weighted key, but you do get a fairly decent feeling for this for the beginner student. Now, as I mentioned, the tone of the built-in speakers is a little thin, but you can upgrade the sound significantly by either using a good pair of headphones or connecting the keyboard to an external speaker. So the keyboard does have many other functions, as I mentioned briefly. It has a metronome built in. Now the problem with all these other functions is that this chart here in the user guide, this is so hard to see, and each one of these keys has a different function, so you either have to have a very good memory or you need to put a piece of like painter's tape on here and put it along the whole bottom or up on the top here and just make little notations about which keys you want to use frequently. So the metronome function is accessed by pushing the multifunction button and then the last key on the keyboard, and subsequent press of that key will change it between 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4, and then a final push will turn it off. And off. To access rhythms, you need to push the start-stop key, which is this one up here, and that'll start rhythms. Now you can either use the chart and direct enter a particular rhythm that you want. For instance, let's just go to a 16-beat pop rhythm, 011. Or you can use the plus and minus button in conjunction with the multifunction button to just go through them one by one to find one you like. Push the start-stop button again to turn the rhythm feature off. There are other functions as well. You can have a recording function, a playback function, there's demo songs, you can transpose key. All these functions are very cumbersome to get to, however. And that is my biggest complaint with the keyboard, is if there were a display here showing you where you were as far as the numbers and such, it would be a lot easier to get around. But you really do need to keep this guide handy, and this is very hard to read as well. So that is really the biggest complaint. Now, getting back to its basic function of a piano for a beginner student, it's great. So here's a little demo of how the piano sounds. So that is my quick review of the Terence TS01 portable electronic piano. I think at the price point it's a great choice for a beginning pianist, and the fact that it can work off the internal battery as well as AC power is a big plus, and it comes with a nice carry case. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them if I can, so please leave a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll catch you the next time.